Okay, now I'm going to show you what to do if you're like me and you drink a lot of water. So I'm constantly running back and forth to the bathroom, constantly cleansing, constantly drinking that water of life, right? Replenishing my muscles, making sure that I can always work, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here rope. It's actually a cable because the upward battle rope actually is a rope trainer. This is not a BMX rope trainer, but it is a rope trainer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this here thing and I'm going to pull it all the way up to the top. So this is going to get all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Just like you should always be striving. We got upward mobility in life. Okay, so there we go. That's all set up for me. I'm going to check my weight, make sure I'm not pulling too much. Remember, in life, you already have your own weight to pull. So always check that. Check on what you're pulling, how much you're putting yourself through, and how much you're carrying others, okay? It's important to carry others. It's important to be strong for others, but finding that strength in yourself and being able to actually facilitate that strength is how you actually gain more inner strength for yourself, which means you're capable of helping others out as well. So it's always about self-rejuvenation. That way you can help to revive everyone else, help them renew as well. All right, so here we go on this. I'm literally just gonna pull. And 27. Okay, sit. What's gonna happen from there too is I'm also warming up chest. So here we go with that. Now, here we go. So still working on that chest. So watch what's gonna happen is I'm gonna move my head from one side to the next. Every time that I move my head, what happens is I'm activating more of the pec muscle on the opposite side, okay? So bam, 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 okay? So to get that middle, what's gonna happen is I'm actually gonna pull it to the front. So it's gonna be bam, 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 then front. So midline, 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 then bring it all together. Which is basically what life is, right? Bam, bam, bam. Oh, okay, I gotta keep walking forward. Another thing. Now, for the midline, I'm going to do something that's a little difficult for everyone else. And then for those that are willing to try it, I do suggest a spotter on this one, perhaps two. But first, let me show you how to do it the safe way. Safely, that's that triangle right there in the middle. All right, that's that divinity. That foundation happens right there. And that always will help you travel down the center as soon as you do that triangle. Now what's going to happen, because I'm me, way back. Then what's going to happen? Hold on, I'm not done yet. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah. Here we go. Chest. Bam. And of course it's core too. Now I'm going to swing up just a little bit, and what's going to happen now? Yet another form of chest. Bam! Yep. Alright, then what do I need to do? Well, I think it would be the fly, wouldn't it? Let's see, how are we going to attempt that? Let's take a good look at the equipment we're using. In life, you're going to be dealt a lot of different cards, a lot of different situations, a lot of different equipment. You still have to get the job done, right? So how are you going to do that? Take a good look at it. I'm just going to make a few adjustments here. Realize the thumb's the rule. Bam. I'm actually going to do the movement first without weight. I'm going to touch myself to make sure that it's actually working. There it is. Yeah, I can feel that muscle engaging. Wonderful. I'm going to see what happens when I lean back. Less engagement. So leaning forward with that. And knowing that I'm going to have to basically do a shut the door motion. Bam. Bam. Now I can do the same thing if I'm at home doing absolutely myself, right? So if I'm just doing me, here I am. I'm doing chest. Chest fly. And 12. Now let's do the other side. Now let's bring that together. Getting hot. Gotta step off screen for a minute. I have so many cords that I usually will step off screen for a minute to make sure that like everything doesn't fall off. Everyone knows I'm actually, how many different hair changes do I do? I love my wigs. So. Now if I want more engagement for this movement, so I'm basically in my mind thinking I'm pushing two things down and together. Make it harder. I'm going to grip that. Squeeze as hard as I can. Pull that back. Almost horse stance here. Now, me, I was small-breasted, like, when I first started. Actually, completely flat-chested. So, my pecs, I love. They're perfectly natural. They're all muscle, right? So, one way that I make sure to have that beautiful definition where they're separated is to make sure to work that cavern right in the middle. So, in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both hands together. And I'm going to do a C cage. And you know me, I call this prayer hands or clappers or whatever you want to call it.